Hello, this is Simon Nobbs back in the studio again, and today I'm going to bring you another how-to video, and this time I'm going to be turning this into this and then into this. Now to do that you will need one of these, hot glue gun, a pair of scissors, some ribbon, a couple of white marker pens, permanent markers. Make sure that they will work on plastic, and I have a set of battery operated lights, Christmas lights. Okay, now you obviously are going to be taking your jar, your canister. This one has protein powder in it. You're going to be taking that. You're going to be removing the plastic film with all the lettering and writing on it. Make sure your canister's clean. Give it a quick wash. Then you will be creating your design. I used a white marker, permanent white marker, to create this design. I'm hoping you can see that okay. And then I used some of this Christmas ribbon to create a nice little finish on the top. It's very simple, but what you do need is a little bit of imagination and a little bit of practice. You might want a little bit of practice with the marker pen. If you're not confident to go straight on with your design, straight onto the clean canister, then you might want to practice on a board or a piece of paper. Sketch out your design and then you can transfer that onto the canister. Okay, I'm going to get on with that now. Right, first thing you need to do is decide on the design for your Christmas lantern. Now I've gone for a Christmas snowy Christmas scene. I found a couple of scenes on the internet that I like the look of, pictures, snowy scene pictures. I've chosen one of those, and I'm going to draw straight onto the start drawing straight onto the canister. I'm going to use the fine tipped white pen to do that, just to do the outline. As you can see here, I just used the white. I've used the fine tip pen to do all the buildings and the trees and so on, and then I've got a thicker pen to do the snow and the moon and things like that, but I'll show you that. I've also gone round the back and sort of got some mountains, snowy mountains at the back. That's quite nice for when it's lit. When it's lit, you can actually see right through to the back, through the front scene, right through to the back. Just the mountains in the background looks quite nice. So I'm going to do that. So I'll work out which is my front and my back. There's a seam, a little bit of a seam running down this, so I'll put that at the back. So I'll start with the mountains, just to start getting an idea. Come up, something like that. this will be mounted in the back, so this will be the front. So I want a sort of a mid, I started off with a sort of a low section just to get me started, to get my bearings, and then I worked round to meet up with your background, like so. That's just the first thing I started. Then I worked on starting to map out the design. I've got that on my phone, so what I'm going to do with that is start mapping out how I want it to look. So with the mountains in the background, so I'll start with a couple of Christmas trees. There we've got something like that. Christmas trees in the foreground will be quite big. So we'll start off. I'll just start off with that, so I know where I am with that. Then we want another one maybe on this side. And then we'll have another tall one up here. Hopefully you can see that. So that will be there somewhere. And then we want our houses around here. So we've got, start mapping out the houses. I think so, houses will be here somewhere. See? Doesn't have to be perfect at this stage. You're just starting to map out exactly where you want things to go. Door there, something like that. Hopefully you can see that. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch this camera around so that you can see. Oh no, I'm going to run there. Just get rid of that. Don't worry too much if you get runs and things. Just take that off. I'll bring the camera round to the back of me and I'll do my drawing, sketch it all out, and then you can see how it all comes together. Okay, at this stage I'm going to leave that set, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to put some extra detail in there. So while that's setting, we can get to work on the lid. These are the lights I've chosen. Make sure we've got batteries in and that they're working. This has a timer on it. I can set to a timer, which is very useful. So I will set that, and also make sure that you can access the batteries when you glue it down. So I shall be gluing it down from that side so I can get to the little screw there. So that will be glued underneath the lid, making sure I've got room to access the controls. And then once that's set, I can then work on the lid. I can create the bow and the surrounding bit just to hide up this metal, this white silver plastic effect. So I can get on with that in a second. While I'm waiting for the hot glue gun to heat up, I've just cut a piece of the ribbon. That will be going around there, glued on. That will hide up the rim of the lid. And then we need to, with the rest of the ribbon, I'm going to create a bow and another little, or two bows, one at the back and then a nice one at the front. This is quite a wide ribbon. You can get all different widths, obviously. What I'll do is I'll run that round there. I'll do the joint at the back of the design and run that round so that it's just lapping onto the top of the canister there. So that can be glued on. Okay, as you can see, I've tied a bow shape into the ribbon. Just tied it up with a little bit of copper wire through there just to hold it. This will now sit on our lid. Like so. And I have a little bit of ribbon, I've got a bit of ribbon left. Just going to create a little bit of a raised area at the back of the lid, just to cover up the silver lid. Okay, so I just folded it in on itself, those two sections, just like that. Place them so, and then this section be glued down at the back, like so, just to create a couple of nice sort of bow-like features at the back, and then the main bow will just sit in front, and that it's basically just to cover up the silver lid. But you can create your own style, your own look. That will sit. Like so. Maybe you can see that. Okay, so take the lid off, and I'll show you how I finished off my design. So what I did, I took a little sort of a skewer, wooden skewer type of thing. You could use anything really. Got a little bit of a sharp point. And then I basically just scratched out some of the design in the areas where I wanted to just do some highlighting. So as you can see, you can just remove any sections of the white. Remove some sections on here just to give a little bit of definition to the house. Hoping that you can pick up on that. So, and the same with the trees. Just pick up some definition. So you can see that okay? So if you want to yeah, hopefully that's given you some ideas.